Now in Good Morning Northwest, Florida, still in ruins from Hurricane Helene, is bracing for the wrath of another storm. Milton is making landfall this week, where it's expected to hit and how people are already preparing.
Boy, we have another nice break with sunshine and warmth that's going to continue with another system coming our way. I'll have the timing and what will come with it coming up.
Fire season may be starting to dwindle down a bit, but we still have fires burning here in our region. This morning, an update on fire conditions and which evacuation levels have now been lowered. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks so much for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Monday, October 7th. Welcome to another week here. Marvin has the morning off. Let's start things off with Mark Peterson here for a look at our first alert forecast. Mark, we had a beautiful weekend. How's this week looking for us?
Starting off really nice. I mean, 43 currently, 40 into Coeur d'Alene. We have a clear sky on both. We're going to continue to have plenty of sunshine today. Taking a look at the 4 things you need to know. Yeah, those are the areas where you can hide in the corn stalks, right? The mazes were amazing over the weekend. Yeah, I wrote that myself. Sunny and warm today, cloudy and breezy midweek. The next rain chance looks to be Friday, and then the next coming weekend is going to be mild. So plenty of days to get ready for what we should be doing with fall preps. Forecast radar, not much to talk about for today and tomorrow. A few high thin clouds, that's it. It's into Wednesday that we really start to see increased cloud cover and the influence of that system coming out of British Columbia and then down into the Pacific, kicking up some clouds and the potential for some showers on Friday. But right now, that's about a 30% chance. So still, it's going to be a dry week. 30 into Deer Park, 39 Cheney, 42 into Fairchild, 40 into Post Falls, and Coeur d'Alene. You have now slipped to 40 degrees. So again, bit of a cool start. Our forecast today, warming under sunny conditions, mild winds to 76.
Mark, thanks. Well, people in the southeast are still picking up wreckage left behind by Hurricane Helene. But now Florida is bracing for its second major hurricane in less than 2 weeks. Hurricane Milton is rapidly intensifying as it makes its way towards Florida's west coast, putting dozens of counties already under an emergency order. Hannah Joy's at the Breaking Now desk. And Hannah, Florida is starting what it could be the largest evacuation since 2017. What do we know so far about Milton?
That's right, Natalie. As of now, officials are urging residents to flee ahead of Hurricane Milton. They say the ground is already saturated from Hurricane Helene a couple weeks ago. Now, more than 15 million people are under flood watches. In Florida, residents are filling up sandbags and preparing for the worst with Hurricane Milton. This morning, the hurricane is gaining strength in the Gulf of Mexico.
I have the state emergency response team preparing for the largest evacuation that we have seen, most likely since 2017 Hurricane Irma.
Governor Ron DeSantis put Florida's Gulf Coast on alert. 51 counties are now under an emergency order. Milton is expected to bring more storm surges, heavy rain, and devastating wind speeds to the Sunshine State. Meanwhile, recovery from Hurricane Helene in the southeast states are still in its early stages. Forecasters predict Milton will make landfall Wednesday. Officials are issuing both mandatory and voluntary evacuation orders for at-risk areas.
I urge Floridians to finalize your storm preparations now, enact your plan. I highly encourage you to evacuate.
The National Guard has completed 422 flight missions since Hurricane Helene hit, delivering medical supplies, generators, and other necessities. North Carolina Senator Tom Tillis, a Republican, is pushing back against misinformation, claiming disaster funds have been spent on migrants.
Many of these observations are not even from people on the ground. I believe that we have to stay focused on rescue operations, recovery operations, clearing operations, and we don't need any of these distractions on the ground.
Crews are working around the clock to restore power and cell service. The death toll is now at 227 people, with more than 170 still missing. The National Hurricane Center says Milton's flooding could threaten millions of Americans.
Got kind of damaged Hurricane Ian, so just make sure that we get a little bit more precautious, making sure all the sandbags are at our doorstep garage.
I think we're just going to put sandbags in our back porch. We're going to get like groceries later and stuff in case it's really bad.
Milton's timing could be dangerous. Hurricane Helene struck Florida as a Category 4 on September 26 and then impacted communities in nearby states. Forecasters think Milton will make landfall as Category 3 and move west to east across Florida. President Biden has been briefed on Hurricane Milton, and the president is tracking FEMA's efforts. The president also announced the deployment of 500 more active duty troops to help with the recovery. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks for that update. Well, the Cheney Police Department needs your help finding the driver responsible for a hit and run over the weekend. It happened Saturday night at the intersection of First Street and College Hill Street around 6:45. The car was driving south on First Street when it hit a person using the crosswalk. Witnesses say the car did not slow down even after the crash. The person who was hit has been taken to the hospital, and there's no word on their condition this morning. But if you have any information about this crash, you're urged to call Crime Check. That number is on your screen. It's 509-456-2233. In our Firewatch coverage this morning, an update on the fire burning just east of Moscow. Evacuation orders have been reduced for the now 125-acre Wallen fire from a level 2 down to a level 1. Now that means people living in the area pictured here on your screen can return home, but they should still be ready to leave. All roads in that area are back open. According to the Idaho Department of Lands, the fire is now 50% contained. And of course, we'll continue to update you as this progresses. It's on our website right now, KXLY.com. The Goosemas fire burning near the United States and Canada border in Ferry County is now 100% contained. It's all according to fire officials this morning. We now know the fire, which has burned 1,700 acres, was initially caused by a power line. Incident management tells us that the smoke will still be visible for at least several weeks inside the fire perimeter, but the fire is likely to not spread past the containment line. Big Goosemas Road and 4th of July Road are still closed to the public. Access is available for local residents there only. Well, new on Good Morning Northwest, several road construction projects could affect your morning commute starting today. First, drivers can expect delays on I-90 eastbound. Several lanes will be closed while crews install a variable message sign in Spokane Valley. Crews closed the right lane near University Road last night around 9 and followed by the next 2 lanes at 10. Those closures will last until 7 o'clock this morning, so we got another hour there, and then resume overnight again until 5 a.m. on Tuesday. That's when crews expect to have this project all completed. Also starting today, crews will start a grind and overlay project on Spokane Falls Boulevard. It's happening between Front and Hamilton Street. 1 lane will be open in each direction there. And finally, Upriver Drive will be closed in both directions from Rouse Street to under the Green Street Bridge. It will last about a month until roughly Friday, November 8th. Now, this is all part of the North Spokane Corridor project. And for all the latest updates on road closures and projects in our area right now, head on over to KXLY.com. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:07. Checking back in with Mark Peterson here as we head into our day. Got the 70s returning.
Yeah, we're going to see the 70s for a couple of days. Really looking pretty nice. Low 70s yesterday, 71. So mid 70s.
Okay.
And then we're going to cool back down again. We'll have the timing on the cool down and what comes with it coming up.
Ballots for the November election are being sent out this week. I'm sharing the measures Spokane County residents need to be briefed about coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
And today marks the 1-year anniversary since Hamas launched an attack on Israel, which sparked a year of conflict in the Middle East. How victims are being remembered today. And it's back to the bargaining table for Boeing and striking union members. What it will take to end this strike, we'll tell you on the other side of this break. Coming up next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Save your greed! Every fire season is more intense than the last, but Initiative 2117 will cut programs to prevent wildfires at a time we can't afford to. 2117 goes against everything we do. Vote no on 2117. It's a bad deal for Washington.
Mainstream has proudly served Greater Spokane and Northern Idaho for over 20 years, offering reliable and high-quality home services. Our exceptional team is committed to delivering trusted plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical solutions that ensure the comfort and safety of your home. Our goal is to provide the best experience possible when it comes to repairing, maintaining, or installing systems that make your home a more comfortable place to live. Because we are home services, we are Mainstream.
Deer Unleashed. No one knows the feeling of freedom quite the way you do. But damned if we don't come really, really close. Let's break the chain. Yours, Tundra.
Right now, you can lease a new 2024 Tundra for just $469 per month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Go to Lake Casino. At the Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning.
For us, protecting the land means everything. It's our homestead and legacy. But Initiative 2117 puts our air and water at risk, and cuts to transportation funding will make it harder to move products. 2117 is a bad deal for Washington.
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:11, and here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Today marks the one-year anniversary of the October 7th attack Hamas carried out on southern Israel. Remembrances are set to take place around the U.S. today, including protests and vigils on some college campuses. Now, those demonstrations will include support for Israel and the Palestinian people. And in anticipation of those protests, Columbia University in New York City is increasing security and restricting gate access to its main campus. You may remember students at Columbia held protests for several weeks last spring. Hannah Joy will have an in-depth look at some more events commemorating today's anniversary coming up in about 20 minutes. Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump are ramping up campaign trail and media appearances this week in a race to Election Day, which is now less than a month away. Trump on Sunday told his supporters that this could be the last election if Democrats remain in the White House. Billionaire Elon Musk made similar claims at Trump's rally in Pennsylvania on Saturday. Harris made headlines with a sit-down interview released Sunday on the Call Her Daddy podcast, where she dismissed attacks from Republicans over not having biological children. The Democrat presidential nominee also blasted Trump over abortion rights and for casting himself as a protector of women. And it's back to the bargaining table today for Boeing and the union representing thousands of striking machinists. Federal mediators will once again be involved there, trying to find a strike to end the strike that started last month. Workers starting to feel the pain of that strike, losing their health benefits and missing their first paychecks last week.
For our 10-second takeaway, it's going to be sunshine today, going to be warmer than average. You'll need a light layer starting the day, but not finishing it. Sunglasses all day long because it will be sunny and 76.
Don't forget those shades. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:13. Ballots for the general election are being sent out this week. And after the break, Allison Martinez is live, making sure you're prepared to answer every question on your ballot.
Right now at Les Schwab, it's the Score More sales event. Save up to $160 instantly on a wide selection of 4 tires and 4 wheels. And every tire is covered by America's best tire warranty. It's a better deal on better tires. Get more from Les.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show, like you've never seen it before. With the original Brad Majors, Barry Bostwick live and in person for a screening of the original unedited movie with a live shadow cast and filled with audience participation. All this plus a VIP meet and greet, memorabilia display, costume contests with great prizes and more. The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
October 27th at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Looking for a new appliance but don't want to wait weeks for delivery? At Fred's Appliance, our get-it-today inventory makes sure you don't have to. Thanks to our fully stocked warehouses, we have a vast selection of appliances ready for you right now. From refrigerators to washing machines, ovens to dryers, you name it, we have it ready to go. No more waiting, no more delays. Just the appliance you need when you need it. Fred's Appliance. If we advertise it, we've got it. Visit any of our showrooms and get your new appliance today.
Gold Seal Plumbing is the only local company to offer the light ray pipelining system, which allows us to repair your pipes without digging any holes and can be done in less than a day. Our factory certified technicians use a high-speed chain cleaner that grinds away obstruction. Then our no dig system pushes the liner down the pipe, and within minutes, the liner is hardened, making a seamless and durable pipe that will last decades. To see the full video, go to goldsealplumbing.com/trenchless and call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
Oh, man.
Don't worry. I can take real good care of you. See? All taken care of. Works perfectly for you, right?
It's important that you are taken care of properly. At Craig Swap & Associates, we don't get paid until you win.
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
It's Truck Month at Findlay Downtown Toyota, and that means our lot is stacked and packed full with over 100 of the best Toyota Tundras and Tacoma trucks. And we are dropping prices dramatically on all 2024 models to move them out, plus delaying all payments until next year. And as an added bonus, we are giving extra money for your trade-ins. So if you're even thinking of a new truck for winter, come on down to Findlay.
Watch KXLY Plus over the air on KXLY ABC4. Live updates, breaking news, weather every 10 minutes from the 4 News Now team. Get up to date on the information you need in just an hour. Weekdays at 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. over the air on KXLY ABC4.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:16. Election day is less than 1 month away now, and ballots start going out on Wednesday. This week, we're breaking down some of the top races you should know about before filling out your ballot. And 4 News Now's Allison Martinez is live this morning to talk to us about Proposition 1. Allison, what do people need to know?
Good morning. Now, in less than a month, Spokane residents will decide whether or not to increase the city's sale and use tax for community safety. This is known as Proposition 1. Now, for Proposition 1, the increase would be by 0.1% and would cost taxpayers about $1 for every $1,000 spent. Necessities such as food, prescriptions, and rent would be excluded. If approved, the tax is estimated to generate $7.7 million a year. 15% of that would go to Spokane County, and the remainder would go towards safety efforts in the city of Spokane. Mayor Lisa Brown says the need for this is based on conversations she's had about public safety needs. For example, she says the majority or some of this money would go to the fire department to reinstate the fire academy. It would also go toward bringing back SPD's traffic safety unit and relaunching the city's neighborhood resource officer program. Opponents to the proposition say it's just too vague. They also take issue with the fact that there currently is no stated end date for the tax. Today, the city will propose an ordinance to have this tax expire in 10 years. To keep updated on that, you can head over to our website, KXLY.com. Reporting live in Spokane, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
Allison, thanks so much for that update there. Hey, we're taking a live look outside this morning. People are heading off to work, driving down the road there as we kick off another Monday morning. A beautiful weekend that we had.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. 71 yesterday, nice. That was Boone Avenue, by the way, completely open all the way through Washington.
Yes, which is
nice
great.
Job. Yeah, we did have a good weekend. Had some people blowing out some sprinklers, and that's a list you want to get on.
Yeah, they were doing it at Manitou yesterday when I was out there.
So that's something that's one of those fall to-do list things that, again, get ready for that. But it's going to be a nice couple of days today. Let's take a look at the forecast. Right now, it is clear and cool in Deer Park at 30, 40 into Coeur d'Alene, 39 into Liberty Lake. The hot spot, the Valley, 45 degrees. We have, again, clean air. It's really looking pretty good. When we look at our air quality, this has been one of the best summers that we've had in a long time. When it comes to smoke in the air, we only had a couple of days where we really had it not great. 48 at 9 o'clock, 54 at 10, and then we get into the 60s after 11 o'clock, mid-60s by noon. Again, that's that average high that we talk about. That's a 30-year average. And then we're going to be, 10, 11 degrees warmer than that, as we'll be 76 for 5 o'clock. Really going to be a nice afternoon. And it's going to be a nice evening, and then it's going to get clear and cool overnight. We look at the 4-day forecast, a continuation of that ridge, sort of keeping all the cloud cover out. That starts to really weaken, and we're going to see temperatures around 70 on Wednesday with more cloud cover, some sun breaks. But then on Friday, we're going to see a change where we see about a 30% chance of showers and an influence coming off the Pacific. But that should last only for Friday. For the weekend, right now, it's looked pretty good. Mid-70s today into Coeur d'Alene and into Spokane. And, of course, we're going to have those mid-70s, Wednesday 70, mid-60s, Thursday and Friday with another dry weekend on tap. And, of course, it is Monday, so we have our Pet of the Week.
Walden and Daryl are both 1-year-old and love to play like puppies. They were having fun yesterday at Parker Subaru's annual adoption event. Friendly and fun to be with, they are also well-behaved and love treats. If your family is looking for a handsome furry addition, stop by and meet Daryl or Walden. You can watch these two and several other dogs that are available for adoption during their outdoor playtime. Companions Animal Center is open at noon on Tuesdays through Sunday, or you can always find out more on our website at companionsanimalcenter.org.
So cute. Look at them sit there. Smart boys. Well, the Seattle Seahawks look to turn things around after a tough loss last Monday to the Lions, but the Hawks offense just couldn't seem to get anything done going home against the New York Giants. We'll have a breakdown of yesterday's heartbreaking game. That's coming up next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Bigger, brighter, and better than ever. Check in on the new Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. We've just completed a major expansion, adding more amenities to elevate your guest experience to new heights.
So, what are you waiting for?
When a loved one gets sick, it's usually women
who have to leave their jobs to care for them.
Now, I-2124 would take long-term care benefits away from millions of families,
forcing them onto private insurance that charges women 70% more than men,
and denies coverage for people with pre-existing conditions.
So vote no.
Because our loved ones can't afford to lose their long-term care benefits.
And neither can we.
I started taking care of my mom about 5 months ago. She has dementia, and then being newly diagnosed with lung cancer, my mom was unable to stay in her home. Balancing work and caregiving has been a struggle. Knowing that Wall Cares will be available relieves a lot of stress. Having access to those funds would have helped so much, financially and mentally, because life is unpredictable. Wall Cares moves with you, even if you move out of Washington.
Welcome to Wonders of the World. Come feel the magic inside. Fascinating and powerful crystals from the dawn of time. Incredible natural wonders and prehistoric artifacts. And talk about magic, you should come to Fantasyland. Thousands of pieces of fabulous jewelry and literally millions of beads. Remarkable, astonishing, and whimsical. Come visit Wonders of the World. There's magic inside, and you can take some home.
Clogged drains are a huge problem and can cost thousands. With Mainstream, you can prevent clogs before they happen. There's no better time than now to call Mainstream and ask about our 83 or it's free drain clearing special. For just $83, we'll send a technician to your home to clear your drain. And if for some reason we can't get it, it's free. With over 20 years of experience, the expert technicians at Mainstream can restore the flow. Call Mainstream today or visit us at mainstreamhomeservices.com to take advantage of this limited time deal.
Elevate your game day at Caesars Sportsbook, located inside Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. The area's largest sportsbook is your VIP seat on the 50-yard line with massive HD screens and live betting. Only at Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. You just win here.
Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Sydney Berger. The Seahawks are coming off of that Monday Night Football loss against the Lions last week and came back home to Seattle in a game against the Giants. New York seemed like an easy task for a win considering they only have one win on the season and are missing their star wide receiver. But the Hawks offense couldn't score a touchdown until the final 2 minutes of the game, and that was problem number one out of many. The Giants are in the red zone here. 4th and goal handed off to Devin Singletary, who's going to try over the top, but the ball comes loose and Seahawks safety Rashawn Jenkins is able to get his hands on it. There's no end in sight. No defender in sight, no whistle blown to blow the play dead. Jenkins was carrying that active ball and he ran it all the way back. They reviewed it after two to double check everything was good. It was just an outstanding start to put the Seahawks up first. Geno Smith here, not able to get out of the pocket, and while the defense helped with that momentum in the beginning, the offense just could not string anything together. DK Metcalf, that ball gets loose as well. The Giants are able to recover that one, so they're going to get another shot. And Daniel Jones is going to come out with an insane deep ball. It's right on target to Darius Slayton. They get the score, and they're going to be up 10 points going into the fourth quarter. The Seahawks have to convert right here. It's crucial, and Jackson Smith-Njigba knows that. It's his first touchdown of the season and the first offensive touchdown for Seattle in that game. But it's an unreal ending. The Giants couldn't get the first down, so the Seahawks get the ball back and get into field goal range. So they're going for the tie, but it's a blocked field goal by New York, and they're able to return it all the way back for a touchdown. The final score yesterday afternoon was 29-20. New York sacked Geno Smith 7 times, and the Seahawks are going to bring in San Francisco 49ers. That is not an easy task into Lumen Field, and that's on Thursday night, so it's a short week to get back to the drawing board. In studio, Sydney Berger, 4 News Now Sports.
Oh, come on, Hawks, going to make it up this week. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:26. Streets in one Spokane neighborhood could soon become a lot safer. Improvements that are coming to West Central and how you can still voice your concerns in this area. That's next. And it's been a year of turmoil in the Middle East. Today marks 1 year since Hamas launched its attack on Israel. Today, protests and remembrances are scheduled for that anniversary. Hannah Joy is at the live desk with breaking down what people are doing to prepare. And before we go to a break, here's a first look of what's coming up on Good Morning America starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Costco shoppers adding platinum to their shopping list.
I think it's just very emblematic of Costco's strategy to offer some of the best margins on the product that are out there.
For $1,089.99, Costco members can get one of these 1-ounce platinum bars. The big box retailer stepping further into the precious metal market after previously offering gold bars.
The goal for Costco is not to maximize margins. It's really to, again, create items that keep their members coming back to the club, coming back online, and willing to renew that membership.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on why Costco is in the precious metal market and what customers need to consider before making that big purchase. With your GMA First Look, I'm Trevor Alt, ABC News, New York.
When you have moderate to severe eczema, it's okay to show off. With Dupixent, show off your clearer skin and less itch. Because you have plenty of reasons to show off your skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, you can stay ahead of your eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after first dose. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. Inside Edition.
These are the stories that impact your life. Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Router 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors.
24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
This is important information from AARP and BECU. What comes to mind when you hear the phrase long-term care? The reality is that it comes in many forms depending on the situation. Washington State strives to support programs that allow aging adults to live in their own homes where they want to be. Whether it be health and personal care, transportation assistance, or support from our state's long-term care insurance program, there are many resources for our loved ones in addition to their caregivers. Find tools and tips at this website.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
Happy anniversary from McVeigh Brothers. For over 90 years, our family has been remodeling homes in eastern Washington and northern Idaho. We sell the very best products in composition and metal roofing, the energy-efficient Coeur-d'Alene windows, and our unlimited selection of maintenance-free siding options. And during our anniversary sale, you can choose up to $2,500 off on select packages or 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 6 months. At McVeigh Brothers, we're always working for you.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We are kicking off this half hour, the 4 News Now Story Tracker, following the stories people are reading about this morning. Florida is starting what could be its largest evacuation effort since 2017. State officials are urging some people to leave before Hurricane Milton arrives. Forecasters predict Milton will make landfall on Wednesday and then plow across most of the state. The National Hurricane Center warns flooding could threaten millions of residents. Some inland already is saturated by Hurricane Helene, and new news this morning, it has been upgraded to a Category 4. Well, some of the most prestigious awards in academia are being decided today. The Nobel Prizes. This morning, the prize for psychology or medicine has been awarded to 2 American biologists, Victor Ambros and Gary Ruvkun, for their work on the discovery of the microRNA. The Nobel Committee praised the scientists' groundbreaking discovery, which revealed an entirely new dimension to gene regulation. More winners will be announced over the next week. Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Monday, October 7th. Welcome to your week. Robin has the morning off. Let's start things off with Mark Peterson here for a look at our first alert forecast as we head out the door and get started on our day.
Yeah, clear and cool is what we have outdoors. Things are looking pretty nice, and we're sitting at 43 degrees. So not cold, but certainly it warrants a light layer as we get into it. Again, we've got some beautiful weather coming up this week and also this weekend with a little bit in between. Sunny and warm today and tomorrow. Cloudy and breezy midweek. That'll be Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, we have a chance of rain, a slight chance, and then another mild weekend that we're looking at. Looking ahead, yeah, we're going to see a continuation of just a few high thin clouds. Wednesday, increased clouds with rain onto the west side. That continues to move out. We do have a system that's coming down. This low is heading for California. They desperately need the rain. I mean, we're dry, but that would be great news for the fires that are in California. We're starting off cool, 30 in Deer Park. It's 40 into Cheney now with 39 in Liberty Lake, but the valley's still at 45 degrees. Our day today, everybody warms up. Sunshine and 76 for our high today.
Mark, thanks. Well, today marks exactly 1 year since the brutal Hamas terror attack that shocked the world. Dozens of Israeli hostages remain in captivity. Tens of thousands of Palestinians are dead, and Gaza is in ruins. Missiles are still raining down. Hannah Joy is at the Breaking Now desk. And Hannah, what can people expect from this anniversary today?
This morning, ceremonies are being held in Israel, marking 1 year since Hamas militants launched a surprise, a cross-border attack killing more than 1,200 people. Family and friends of victims gathered at the site of the Nova Music Festival, where more than 300 people were killed. Many held a moment of silence at 6:59 this morning, the exact moment Hamas launched the attack.
Their pictures are all throughout this field, and you can see right now it's also covered with their family members who have made a pilgrimage.
Hamas took about 250 people hostage. About 100 remain missing. A third are believed to be dead.
I never believed it would take so long.
The family of Nama Levi, who turned 20 while in captivity, says it's been several months since they heard about her condition or whereabouts.
We're hostages that saw her and met her for a short period of time. It's unbelievable. They told us about her then. They told us about her being injured from a grenade.
The war between Israel and Hamas continues. Yesterday, Israeli tanks rumbled into northern Gaza, killing 45 people. But recently, airstrikes hit a mosque and a school in a safe zone. And the Israeli military says it's targeted Hamas command post. A senior U.S. official says Israel is now targeting Iranian military bases and oil infrastructure. Many people say the trauma of October 7th is still raw. One family is still waiting for their loved one who was taken hostage to come home.
Every day I wake up and I say, Tal is alive, Tal is coming back. I will see him hugging his family. I imagine him hugging his children.
People are still heartbroken and on edge. They are waiting to see how Israel responds to Iran. And there are fears we could be on the brink of an all-out regional war. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks for that update. Well, streets in Spokane's West Central neighborhood could soon become safer and more accessible. This is the result of months of community-driven efforts to improve infrastructure. There are now a total of 11 proposed projects, all aimed at making West Central a more walkable, bikeable, and safer neighborhood to live. One of those projects is to bring a greenway to Elm Street. That way, families like the Thomases can enjoy their neighborhood safely.
Obviously, we can ride down the street, but without the right infrastructure, it can be really dangerous, especially as our kids get older and more independent.
Analysis and community feedback also pointed to a need for traffic calming projects, especially on Boone and Dean Avenue. The project is moving into its next phase, turning all the gathered input into concept designs. But first, the city wants your input on which projects should be prioritized. You can find more details and how to share your thoughts. It's up right now on our website, KXLY.com. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:36. Checking back in with Mark Peterson here as we head into our week. We got some good air quality out there.
We have had a really good summer of air quality. It continues today, expecting to stay in the good today and tomorrow.
Okay.
Could see some fluctuations, though, in the middle of the week with some southwest flow bringing it up right now. A little bit of morning haze adding to that gorgeous sunrise, and we're going to see that officially come up in about 20 minutes. Your full forecast is coming up.
October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and one local organization is hoping to remind survivors they're more than just a statistic. I'll tell you how after this break.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
This season, fall into Coeur d'Alene. Fall is a great time to visit Coeur d'Alene. With awesome weather, fall color cruises, exciting events, a variety of food, beer, and wine selections, and amazing accommodations. It's the perfect time to stay and play in CDA. Visit cdafall.com for more information.
Respect, protect, pay essential grocery store workers.
We all recognize today's workplace safety challenges.
My union negotiated strong safety language, addressing the important issues we face in our stores.
UFCW 3000 fights to make sure that essential workers get better wages, respect on the job, and a safe workplace.
That's the peace of mind my family and I need. If you'd like a strong union in your workplace, contact us here.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks. Right now, you can lease a new 2024 Tacoma for just $349 per month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
From the ages of 13 to 15, I experienced childhood sexual abuse, and the abuse ended when I became pregnant. I made the choice to end my pregnancy. In Congress, Dave Reichert voted to ban abortion nationwide. He voted against exceptions. Reichert said as governor, he would work to unravel protection for abortion access here, and I think that is cruel. If Reichert becomes governor, I believe women are in danger. He's wrong for Washington.
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:39. Over the last 5 years, domestic violence accounted for nearly 25% of all violent crime in Spokane County. That's according to the Spokane Regional Health District. That data also revealed county residents see a higher number of domestic violence than the Washington state average. Now, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and one local advocacy group is trying to spread awareness using a different approach. The Spokane Regional Domestic Violence Coalition wants to show the people who are experiencing domestic violence, along with the survivors of this abuse, are more than just a statistic.
Instead of black eyes and bloody noses, when you see something from SRDVC, you're going to see somebody who's happy and healthy and wanting to participate in life.
Taffy Hunter, who you just heard from there, is a domestic violence survivor. She's a part of these billboards in Spokane. It's unlike traditional awareness campaigns, which display injuries and other signs of domestic violence, which can be triggering for those suffering abuse or recovering. Now, Taffy says it's extremely important for our community to be educated about what to do if you notice others around you may be in a domestic violence situation. She explains that it can be more than just physical violence. Domestic violence includes verbal abuse, financial abuse, and other ways for one person to take control and power over another's life.
When I think the most important one is when a survivor says, "I'm a survivor," you believe them. Regardless of how outlandish or crazy their story may sound, regardless of if you know their abuser, believe them.
Now, if you know someone you might suspect is in a version of domestic abuse, the National Domestic Abuse Hotline recommends you raise your concerns with that person. Remind them it's never their fault and there are always resources to help them. And you can find more resources about domestic violence and this subject. You can find this story on KXLY.com.
It is 6:41, your 10-second takeaway on your screen. Sunny and warmer today than yesterday. You're going to need a light layer to start the day, but not to finish. Grab the sunglasses. It's 76 for the high today.
Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:41. We are less than 1 month away from Election Day, and ballots will be in your mailbox here very soon. Allison Martinez is live with what you need to know before filling them out.
I'm sharing the measures that could impact your tax dollars coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Life's busy. Off is not an option. You need to be on. On time, on the go, on the call, or just ready to play on. Life's waiting. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of over 700 locations today.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time. Our trucks are rolling warehouses, so we can get you back up and running fast. Need a new door? We do that too. And right now, get a new garage door, Wi-Fi opener, and remote combo installed for as low as $34 per month and up to $500 in cashback savings. Call or book online today.
For over 40 years, Parker Toyota has been dedicated to serving the people of North Idaho with top quality used vehicles that exceed industry standards.
That's because every used car undergoes a rigorous 160-point inspection. If it doesn't meet our standards, it doesn't belong on our lot.
Providing the highest quality used cars and trucks is just the beginning of our commitment to you as a customer.
Come see our huge selection of vehicles and receive our no-problem customer service at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
What's all this? You said it was a recovery day. I got my yoga mat, foam roller, electrolytes, and protein bars. The whole setup.
Refrigerant recovery, Ben. We're recovering the refrigerant to fix the heat pump.
Oh, right. I knew that. Want a protein bar?
Get a free heat pump with every furnace purchase at Bill's Heating and AC while supplies last. Call now.
Electrolyte?
Ben, take the robe off.
I love working out at Move Fitness. The staff here is so friendly. It's just got great energy.
You walk in and people are pushing sleds on the turf.
You got people running or walking on treadmills.
This atmosphere is what keeps me coming in.
And you get it all for about $1 a day. This is where I look forward to coming every day. They really have something for everyone. I tell people all the time, Move Fitness is the best. Join the movement.
Batteries Plus has the national scale for all your power needs and a dedicated expert for the local support you want. Power on with Batteries Plus Business.
PAR, family owned since 1930. Go where the builders go.
What are you gonna build?
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:44. Election day is right around the corner. Ballots for the general election start going out on Wednesday. This week, we're breaking down some of the top races you should know about as you start to receive those ballots. And Allison Martinez is live this morning at the Spokane Juvenile Detention Center to let us know about Measure 1. Allison, what do we need to know before casting our vote on this?
Natalie, good morning. Spokane County is asking voters to renew the juvenile detention facilities and jails sales tax for another 10 years. This is not to be confused with the Measure 1 that you saw on your ballots last year. That was a sales tax to fund the downtown jail that did not pass. This Measure 1 that we're talking about for this upcoming election asks for the renewal of 0.1% sales and use tax, which was last approved in 2015. This would cost voters 1 cent for every $10 spent. If approved, the funds would go toward continuing the operation, maintenance, financing, and remodeling of Spokane's juvenile detention facilities and jails. If it passes, the tax would be kept as it is now. If it does not pass, it would reduce the overall sales tax Spokane County residents pay by 0.1%. If Measure 1 is approved by the majority of voters, the tax would last for the next 10 years. Then in 2035, voters would have the opportunity to reassess that. Reporting live in Spokane, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
Allison, thanks so much for that update. Hey, here is a live look this morning outside. We're starting to see that sunrise peeking up. Still got a little bit before it finally comes up, but it's looking absolutely beautiful. And if you're looking to get out and enjoy some beautiful fall weather this week, consider visiting one of Washington's state parks. If you're looking right now at Riverside State Park, and this Thursday on October 11th, all Washington state parks will be free and open to the public in honor of World Mental Health Day. According to the CDC, spending time in nature and those green spaces can reduce stress, promote physical activity, and positively impact your mental health. I got out this weekend, got to walk around in some of our parks. Absolutely beautiful this weekend.
We have gorgeous parks. We have beautiful natural areas. And up north, you're starting to see more of the tree foliage change.
So fun.
So this is where the picture taking comes into play.
Yes.
If you get some great fall pictures, we'd love for you to share them with us. All right. We look at our current conditions, and again, we talk about the chilly areas. Deer Park, Cheney at 39 degrees this morning, so is downtown, warmer than average. And then we'll have and see a continuation of low 40s on I-90 all the way into Idaho. Our forecast hour by hour, all sunshine, really looking good. Maybe a few high, thin clouds. We're into the mid-60s by midday. That's an average high for this time of year. And then sunshine in mid-70s all the way into dinner time. And even after dinner, if you eat 5, 6 o'clock, then we're going to see temperatures cool at sunset. Now, we look at what's going on around the nation, and the Midwest is just high and dry, heat into the Southwest. But again, we have right now Milton at Category 4. It's been upgraded this morning and heading towards Florida, which already has a system over the top of it, also coming out of Helene. So this is going to be a nightmare scenario as we get into the middle of the week. We'll continue to track that for you. For us, we see changes midweek as well, but it's going to be cooler, cloudy, but that's it. Breezy at times. Looking for a little bit of cloud cover tomorrow evening. We're going to see increased cloud cover for Wednesday, showers into the Cascades and onto the west side if you're heading to Seattle, but they're going to be scattered. And then we'll see on Thursday and Friday sort of a rebound where we're going to have temperatures that are going to be into the mid-60s, and Friday has that chance of a shower at about 30%. For today, 76 for us, 74 into Coeur d'Alene, 72 into Colville, coming down into the south. The LC Valley, Lewiston going to be in the low 80s with mid-70s into the Tri-Cities, Moses Lake, and into Wenatchee. So everybody's pretty consistent. We'll see that again Tuesday, 70 on Wednesday, breezy, if not windy at times, gusts right now to 25 miles an hour. Mid-60s Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, we rebuild. So we look at the high temperature trend, and we see it cool to average and then come into above average. And then by Monday of next week, we're back into the low 70s. So this is a warmer than average, and that's exactly how the summer was, on average, warmer than average. But we still need to get ready for winter. We need to use these nice days for preps and blowing out, again, our irrigation and making sure that we're getting ready for what ultimately will be another change of seasons.
Yes.
We just only see it a day or two out of the week now. It'll become a full-time job here soon.
Enjoy these warmer temperatures, I guess, while we still have them. All right, thanks, Mark. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:49. Thanks so much for starting your day with us right here on Good Morning Northwest. Your morning sprint is coming up next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Rebath Spokane.
Every fire season is more intense than the last, but Initiative 2117 will cut programs to prevent wildfires at a time we can't afford to. 2117 goes against everything we do. Vote no on 2117. It's a bad deal for Washington.
I use my phone for everything, and now with my Ascend checking from P1FCU, I can do even more. I can deposit checks and easily make payments with my mobile wallet. And when my clumsiness gets the best of me and my phone finally does break, I get free cell phone insurance with my Ascend checking too.
Open your P1FCU checking account at p1fcu.org and start earning today.
Custom is more than choosing from a few fabric options. With True Custom Upholstery by Bassett, you get control over almost every detail, so you can design a sofa that's perfect for you. From the style of the arms and legs to the cushion and pillow shape. Perfect style, perfect comfort, created for you. Get 30% off Bassett Custom Upholstery at the Tin Roof for a limited time only.
Take a journey through the magical stories of Frozen 2, Aladdin, and more at Disney on Ice presents Magic in the Stars. Coming to Spokane Arena October 18th through 20th. Tickets on sale now. For show details, visit DisneyOnIce.com today.
Mainstream has proudly served Greater Spokane and Northern Idaho for over 20 years, offering reliable and high-quality home services. Our exceptional team is committed to delivering trusted plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical solutions that ensure the comfort and safety of your home. Our goal is to provide the best experience possible when it comes to repairing, maintaining, or installing systems that make your home a more comfortable place to live. Because we are home services, we are Mainstream.
Moving day never goes smoothly, does it? Let's just settle this little mishap.
Who do we always see on the billboards again?
It's the one call that's all, guys.
You deserve to be compensated fairly for everything you've had to go through.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
For us, protecting the land means everything. It's our homestead and legacy. But Initiative 2117 puts our air and water at risk, and cuts to transportation funding will make it harder to move products. 2117 is a bad deal for Washington.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:53, and it's time to get you ready to take on your Monday in the morning sprint. Mark is here with details on a warm and sunny day ahead. Ballots will start arriving this week, and Allison Martinez is live with details on what you need to know before filling them out. And Hannah Joy is in studio with updates on the now upgraded Hurricane Milton. But first, the Cheney Police Department needs your help finding the driver responsible for a hit and run over the weekend. It happened Saturday night at the intersection of First Street and College Hill Street around 6:45. The driver was just driving south on First Street when it hit a person in the crosswalk. Authorities say the car did not slow down even after the crash. The person who was hit has been transported to the hospital, and there's no word on their condition this morning. But if you have any information about this crash, you're urged to call Crime Check. That number's on your screen, 509-456-2233. In our Firewatch coverage this morning, an update on the fire burning just east of Moscow. Evacuation orders have been reduced now for the 125-acre Wallen fire. They're down from a level 2 to a level 1. This means people living in that area pictured on your screen here can return home, but they should still be ready to leave at a moment's notice. All roads in the area are back open, and according to the Idaho Department of Lands, the fire is now 50% contained. And of course, we'll continue to update you on this fire on our website, KXLY.com.
Well, no big winds to really push fires in our area. In our first alert weather, we're looking for a fairly stable air mass for today and tomorrow. A few clouds coming in. Wednesday, we're going to see increased clouds, cooler, breezy. And then what's behind that is the chance of some scattered showers on Friday. Our day today, our high is going to be into the mid-70s, looking pretty good.
Hurricane Milton in Florida is now a Category 4. Officials are urging people to flee. Milton is expected to bring more storm surges, heavy rain, and devastating wind speeds to the Sunshine State. The president has now announced the deployment of more active duty troops.
Well, several road construction projects could affect your morning commute today. First, drivers can expect delays on I-90 eastbound. Several lanes will be closed while crews install a variable message sign in Spokane Valley. Crews closed the right lane near University last night around 9 and then followed by the next 2 lanes at 10. Those closures will last until 7 o'clock today, so just a couple more minutes here, and then resume overnight again until 5 a.m. Tuesday. That's when crews expect to have this project complete. Also starting today, crews will start a grind and overlay project on Spokane Falls Boulevard. That's happening between Front and Hamilton Street. 1 lane will be open in each direction. You can read all about these road closures in our area. It's right now on KXLY.com. Streets in Spokane's West Central neighborhood could soon become a lot safer and more accessible. This is the result of months of community-driven efforts to improve infrastructure. There are a total of 11 proposed projects, all aimed at making West Central a more walkable, bikeable, and safer place to live. One of those projects is to bring a greenway to Elm Street, and that families like the Thomases can then enjoy their neighborhood safely.
Obviously, we can ride down this street, but without the right infrastructure, it can be really dangerous, especially as our kids get older and more independent.
Analysis and community feedback also pointed to a need for traffic calming projects, especially on Boone and Dean Avenue. The project is moving into its next phase, turning all the gathered input into concept designs. But first, the city wants your input on which projects should be prioritized. You can find more details and share your thoughts on our website, KXLY.com.
In Spokane County, ballots for the November general election will start going out this Wednesday. Spokane voters have a few things they'll want on their radar, starting with Measure 1. This is a tax renewal that would go towards funding areas like the Juvenile Justice Center. There's also Proposition 1, which is a community safety tax increase to support areas like the fire department. For more information on these, you can head over to our website, KXLY.com.
Vice President Kamala Harris and now former President Donald Trump are ramping up campaign trail and media appearances this week in the race to Election Day, which is less than a month away. Trump on Sunday told his supporters that it could be the last election if Democrats remain in the White House. Billionaire Elon Musk made similar claims at Trump's rally in Pennsylvania on Saturday. Harris made headlines with a sit-down interview released Sunday on the Call Her Daddy podcast, where she dismissed attacks from Republicans over not having biological children. The Democratic presidential nominee also blasted Trump over abortion rights and casting himself as a protector of women. For updates on the race to the White House, you can tune in next to Good Morning America. And we will have a last check of weather that's coming up right after this break. Thanks so much for starting your Monday with us right here on Good Morning Northwest.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
At Numerica, you'll find money answers for loud sneezers. Gesundheit. Get money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
What makes a Subaru certified pre-owned vehicle better than an average vehicle?
It starts with longevity. 97% of Subaru vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today. Every certified pre-owned Subaru gets a 152-point inspection where anything that doesn't meet our high standards is repaired or replaced.
If you're in the market for a Subaru, don't compromise on quality or affordability. Come see our huge selection of vehicles and receive your no-problem customer service at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
4 News Now anchors, not just in the newsroom, but in the community, doing the work, listening to you, asking questions to help keep your family safe. We're the people you trust on your screens and in your neighborhood. And we'll always be there on 4 News Now.
Well, we hope you're having a great start to the day. Sky-wise, it's clear, a little bit of early morning haze. Not a lot of smoke in the air at all, and we're talking about elevational smoke. There's nothing on the ground level. Air quality is good. Today is going to be great, sunny, temperatures warming up to 76. That's about 10 degrees above average, looking great. Now, we're going to see that same forecast for tomorrow at 75. And then Wednesday, going to be breezy, cloudy. Look for an increased chance of clouds, cooler on Thursday. Still breezy and 64, but Friday, maybe a 30% chance of showers, 65, warming for the weekend.
Thanks so much for starting your day with us right here on Good Morning Northwest. And great to have you. We'll see you throughout the morning on Good Morning America. It starts